So I think we should be good. Alright, just starting out. Alright, good guys. So welcome guys, welcome back to everyone watching the stream, and I thoroughly appreciate it. Alright, good. Alright guys, so we will be going through paper 1. Welcome back guys. Alright, just a moment, let's see here. Just a moment. Alright guys, so welcome back. Sorry. To alright guys, welcome back. So alright guys, so we'll be going through a few papers of the principle of business, paper 1. Alright, good. Retired birds. Alright, good guys, so welcome back to sorry. We'll be going through the paper 1, principle of business. So we're gonna start from a 2014 paper to a 2023. Alright guys, so that's what we will be doing. Alright, we have 13 person watching the stream so far. Guys, make sure everyone do drop a like on the stream. Alright, we can get at least 20 likes before. What's up, Pablo? JH, welcome. Alright, good, and feel free to share the stream as well, guys. Alright, so we'll be going through a few questions. You may see in these questions may seems a little bit slight, I would say not new, but they are all the same, but it's different concepts. Alright. Good. I'm still awake. Faustina, what's up, Raj? Alright, good. Alright guys, so this is a 2014 paper for your own information. So we'll be going through from 2014 to 2023, and these questions are all repeated. How do you all feel about POB test today? Oh, okay guys, and just to let you know about the POB, I had the new paper. I will be going through those I would say, paper sorry, in a few. Alright, probably tomorrow we'll go through the paper that you guys did today, because I have the paper 2. But nonetheless, so guys, just going through these questions because we have a lot to go through. Alright, so barter is best described as. Alright, so when we are talking about barter, guys, we are talking about exchange of goods and service without the use of money. So when it refers to the term barter, guys, we're referring to the exchange of goods and, I would say, goods and service without using money. Alright, we have 19 persons on the live, guys. Can we get at least 20 likes on the stream, please and thanks? Alright, and share the stream, guys. Feel free to do so. Thank you. Alright, good. Moving along to the other question. So number 2, labor. This question is a repeated one as well, guys. We keep seeing this question. This was also on the 2023 January paper 1. It was also on it as well. Alright, so labor is best defined as, and we are seeing that labor is best defined as physical and mental capabilities used to perform task. Alright, so that's what labor defined as. Alright guys, good. So we move along to number 3. Just a moment. Alright, so number 3 says, which of the following is not a trading instrument? Alright, when you're referring to a trading instrument, guys, we're talking about what can we use to do trade. Therefore, we know that we can use a check. Alright, we can use a credit card, we can use a bill of exchange, but we cannot use a money remittance. Alright, so a money remittance is not a trading instrument. All right, so we are talking about not, guys. Does everyone understand? Let's go. All right, good. So number 4 here, let's go to number 4. It says the term trade refers to, when we are talking about trade, we are talking about any commercial activities involving in the exchange of goods and service. So that is what we are talking about, guys, when we are talking about trade. Trade is refers to any commercial activities involving in any exchange of goods and services. All right, moving along to number 5. All right, so number 5 here says in a public limited company, the losses are borne by it, and we are seeing that the losses are borne by the shareholders. All right, so we are talking about losses. So any losses in I would say a company, in a public limited company, it would be, you know, I would say borne. When you're talking about borne, we're talking about being on loss. So we're talking about being, you know, the responsibility. So the whole responsibility will be on the shareholders. All right, good. Moving forward. All right, number 6 here. All right, we are talking about the primary role of human resource. All right, we are talking about the role of the human resource department of an organization, and when we are talking about the role, we are talking about what would be the main reason for human resource. And we all know that what human resource do, they normally hire, they recruit, and they train, and they motivate worker. All right, they are not the one to promote any recreational activities for workers. All right, they do not produce magazines highlight and outstanding workers, and but they do. But is there a sense we are talking about their main role, their primary role? They have different roles, such as we know that for managers, what managers would do is to ensure that the workers are, you know, keep on their supervision, on the sense that they are working in regards to, you know, having even promotion and all of those stuff. But when you are mentioning about the primary role, we are seeing that human resource would be where they are hire, recruit, train, and motivate workers. All right, good. So we're just gonna move along to the other questions. That number 7. All right, good. All right, so here, guys, we can see that this is I would say a diagram. All right, so we're just gonna look at the diagram real good, and we need to see what's going on here. So we have X here, we have the CEO, which is the Chief Executive Officer. We are along with the branches off with the sales manager. We have, you know, production manager, and we have the finance manager. We also have HR supervisor and purchasing supervisor. So let's see what the question is asking. All right, so here they are asking that the purchasing supervisor reports directly to which of the following here. So we are talking about the purchasing supervisor. All right, so if we look at the purchasing supervisor here, we can see directly that they would let me explain to you. They would go ahead and report back to the finance manager. For the HR now, guys, we are seeing that, for example, we have production manager. So these are all just levels. So we have like tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. All right, so these would fall under tier 3s, like purchasing supervisor and HR supervisor. They are like, you know, leveled under tier 3. We all know that for the chief executive officer, you know, they would file, you know, over the all over these production manager, sales manager, and so forth, and other supervisors. All right, so the best answer here for number 7 would be C. Does everyone copy in? Let me know in the comment section, guys. All right, and while you're on the stream, guys, please feel free to share the stream and like, and please pay attention. All right, good. All right, so number 8, guys, we're moving along. All right, so it says which of the following position would be best suit at X. All right, so what we are talking about here, guys, all right, we just look at this. All right, so in regards to business, we are looking at to see which would be the best highlights of the diagram here. And for us to see this, we have to look at the whole, I would say, how the basically the line is flowing. So we have the CEO here. Can you explain the one what are blank in the box? All right, yes. All right, so this one would be the board of director. All right, so we are talking about the board of director, guys. We're talking about, we'd have seen that this would be the head of the whole production management. So we have board of director. After we have the board of director, guys, after the CEO, we know that after the CEO, we are falling under manager. So this would be the manager, guys. All right, most of the times we add different manager. We even have acting manager. We have, you know, supervisor, manager, and all of that. But we're talking about, this would be the manager. But alongside, we normally know that after the manager, we normally have a supervisor. All right. So most of the times we have like I would say more supreme manager. So most of the time we'd have an assistant manager here. You could say we have an assistant manager here. All right. Let me just a moment. All right. But we are flowing in the but this would be the manager though. This would be the manager. So we have the manager here, then we have the assistant manager. All right. Good. And we are all of these. We have the sale manager, but here for the X would be the board of directors. All right. So this would be the head of BORD. Sorry, let me write this back over. Board BOARD. Board of director. All right. So this would be the board of director, guys. The X will be the board of director. All right. It's a little bit hard to write with this. All right. So the answer for X would be here, B. All right. You're asking why I start so late, guys. I have a lot dealt in with, all right, and I'm so sorry about that. It's a lot I have. Trust me, I have a lot, you know, dealing with. That's why I'm so sorry about that, though. All right. So number 9, we are seeing it says which of the following departments is likely to use its management information. We're talking. This is one is a repeated one. The MIS to manage your information about customers and their response to the product they sell, and we are talking about marketing. All right, so we know about the MIS, which is management information. We are talking about marketing. So the best answer here for number 9 would be B. All right, repeated question as well. Number 10, we are talking about subsidies. Meals for employees would fall under which of the following category? And here we are talking about subsidies. So anything has to do with subsidies, meals, guys, we are talking about the fringe benefits. So the best answer here for number 10 would be A, fringe benefits. All right, good. All right, number 11, we're talking about the major role of a trade union is to encourage, and we know in the major role in trade union is to encourage the advancement of the welfare and its member. All right, so we are saying that what they are asking here, we want to know what is the main reason. All right, what is the main role for the trade union? And we are talking about advancement. So the advancement is to build the welfare and its members. All right. Someone says I have office administration people too, and POB people. Oh, okay, Jimmy. Okay, good. All right, good. Number 12. All right, so it says an entrepreneur who wants to maintain control of the business would be advised to register the business as. All right, so what we're talking about now, guys, we're talking about the entrepreneur. So what the entrepreneur want to do is they basically wanted to control I would say the business, maintain a control of the business. But normally what they would have to do is to go ahead and register the business as a trade, not a trade, but a sole trader. And sole trader would be more better in the sense that they would have, I would say, a better, gaps of the business and a better control of the business. So maintain a better control of the business. All right. So the answer for number 12 would be A, sole trader. Right. Alright, good. Number 13. So let's gonna move along to the other questions here. Alright guys, I hope everyone is following along, and please don't be distracted. Alright, good. Alright guys, and please feel free to share the stream and like the channel. Alright, better so we can engage with other more person. Can we get 20 likes on the stream, guys? Come on. We have 15 already, 5 more. Alright, good. So number 13, it says, which of the following is not an example of a collateral? Alright, so the keyword is not. And we know about collateral, guys. Collateral would be like, for example, in Jamaica here, for you to obtain a loan, not just Jamaica, but other Caribbean country, for you to, obtain a loan, you'd have to have collateral. Collateral could include it as car, could include as your assets. So we're talking about your assets, guys. It could even be your, house. It could be, I would say your furniture, any assets, guys. All right. So if you take loan on your assets, that is collateral, and you don't pay back or you don't repay back, what they would do is to seize your assets, and then they would get the money that you would have borrowed. All right. So we are talking about not. Therefore, we know that bonds would be an example of collateral. Stocks would be one. Property would be one, just as I was just mentioned about car, any assets. But money orders not an example of a collateral. Alright, does everyone understand? Moving forward. Number 14, it says the most important use of collateral security to the lender is, and you guys need to read the questions very carefully, because we are talking about the most important use of collateral security, and they are talking about what is would be the advantage for, I would say, the lender. So we are talking about the lender here. We are not talking about the borrower. We are talking about the lender. So the person who lend the money, what would be their advantage? So therefore, what we can see that the lender now, they can seize the assets of the borrower if they fail to pay. Alright, so the best answer for number 14 here would be A. Does everyone follow in? We have 23 persons on the live, guys. We can get at least 25 likes. Alright, and please feel free to share. Not seeing it, so good. Alright, Amoy, what you need to do, can you please click on the upper right of your screen? You will see like a settings icon. You need to click on the settings icon, then you will click on quality. After you click on quality, guys, you will click on advanced. After you click on advanced, you need to choose 720p resolution, and you will see the video more clearer. Alright, good. If you're seeing the screen blurry, good. Alright, number 15, moving along, guys. Alright, so here we are talking about sorry, let me see what the comment says. Alright, good. Not seeing. Are you seeing better now, Amoy? Let me know. Alright, good. So number 15, guys, we are talking about sorry. So the synopsis of the business plan is contained in. So we are talking about the synopsis, guys. So the synopsis of the business plan is contained in. So we are talking about the executive summary. The executive summary, guys, would be like a plan. It's like a plan. It's different from the feasibility plan. Remember, guys, that the feasibility plan would be the plan that they are, trying to find the strategies of how the business would run. But we are talking about executive. Executive would be like the plans that they wanted to execute in the business, like any objectives and all of those. So we are talking about the synopsis of the business plan is contained in the executive summary. So for number 15, the answer would be D. Alright, hope you guys are, copying as I move forward. Alright, number 16. So we're talking about a post-dated check. So a post-dated check would be is the dated for payment at a future date. So when you are doing post-dated, all right, a post-dated check would be we are using that check for a further future date. But what they normally would do is to date the check for future use. All right, good. Sorry. All right, good. All right, so here we'd have seen that we would have posted for further use. All right, so I'm just gonna move forward, guys. As we can see, so number 17 here, we are talking which of the following factors prevent an agreement from being considered a valid contract. All right, just a moment, guys, please. All right. All right, guys, so we at number 17. So sorry, right? This is a 2014 paper, am I right? Good. All right. Alright, so number 17 says, which of the following factors prevent an agreement from being considered a valid contract? And this one is a repeated one as well, guys. So we are talking about valid contract. We are talking about a contract is not considered as, I would say, a real one. Alright, so if you're doing misrepresentation, guys, a misrepresentation would prevent a contract from being valid. Alright, so the answer for number 17 here would be C. Alright. Moving forward, number 18. Now we are talking about a contract made discharge by which of the following, and we guys, this one is a repeated one as well. All right, so a contract made discharge by which of the following, and we are seeing that it would be discharged by breach, performance. Let me look at this one. This one is a little bit tricky, guys. Lapse of time would be 1. Performance, let me look at this. This question is a little bit tricky, guys, because what they normally do, Csec they normally give these two options, and then they will place a new one to replace the old answer that they would go ahead and select. But I'm looking at it, a contract, this performance. Yeah, but if your performance is bad, then therefore there will be lapse of time. So I would choose all of them, but for the other one, guys, it's more similar. All right, so I would go with all of them, guys. Could the contract may discharge due to these following reasons. All right, good. Number 19, we're seeing that a purchase order is, so a purchase order would be a document, guys, that is offered to buy goods. All right, so that is what we referred by purchase order. All right, moving forward, number 20. All right, it says which of the following types of check allows an individual to receive cash on demand? And we are talking about this check, which is an open check. An open check would allow any individual, guys, to receive cash on demand. All right, so it's different from a cross check, different from a certified check, and different from a banker's check. All right, so all of these checks has different meanings. All right. And just for your own knowledge, guys, you may see like probably 1 or 2 new question, all right, on the paper. They probably just put like 1 and 2 new questions, so you guys could look out for that. But most unlikely 95 or 98.7 of the paper will repeat. All right, good. All right, number 21 is which of the following types of capital is used for the day-to-day operation of a business? And we are knowing there's mention about day-to-day and the type of capital. So therefore we are talking about working. All right, this one may seem a little bit new, this question here, but it's the same. Nothing changed, guys. All right, Number 22. It said, which of the following factors of production earn interest? So therefore we know that we're talking about the factor of production. So therefore production has to do with capital. Alright. So capital, we know that capital would earn a lot of interest, guys. Alright. Good. So the answer for number 22 would be B, capital. Alright, number 23 here. Let me just go to, oh sorry, number 23. Alright, so we are referring to the term human resource. So therefore, guys, the term human resources refers to, and it refers to the persons available for productive and professional service. Alright. So, sir, I thought that. What do you mean, Jimmy? Alright, so here, guys, when we're talking about human resource, we're talking about a person that is available for productive and professional service. So human resource can even refer to persons who willing to be productive and be professional in services. Alright, so that's what we meant by human resource. So the answer for number 23 would be D. Alright, number 24. We're saying which of the following items is a product of manufacturing industry. Alright, so we're talking about the main keyword here, guys, is manufacturing industry, and the item. Item is a product. So we all know that gold is not, house is not, car, sorry. So the car would be the item of the manufacturing industry. Alright, so for number 24 would be B. Alright, guys, alright, Amira, don't too stress it too much. Alright, you're saying that your brain is, I would say over drained based on the two subjects, OA and POB. Trust me, POB is easy, guys. It's paper one. It's very easy, guys. I just need you to pay attention. All of these questions will be repeated, and you're getting a fair chance, because at least you're going to know which answers. At least you know the answers, you know the questions that they will be asking. The only thing that will be, be a little problem for you is the paper 2 OA, that because I know OA they may throw in a few new stuffs, but I'm so sorry that I can't get the chance to go through a few papers tonight with you guys. I'm so sorry, but you should have just let me know earlier, guys. That's why I always mention that you guys need to follow me on Instagram. Alright, because it's in my description, so you guys could just let me know when you have exams, because I'm not really following up like that. Alright, good. Number 25, we're moving forward, guys. It says which of the following conditions would constitute a linkage between two industries. Sorry, so what we are talking about, we want to know which one of these following conditions therefore would contribute to the linkage. Alright, so we all know that output of one industry and the economy could become the inputs of another. So we are just talking like we are just trading, guys. So we are talking about like the output in one industry. Therefore, we are seeing that the economy now would become another input for another industry. So it's like we are trading in a sense. Alright, good. So the answer for number 25 would be D. We just need to read, guys. Sir, why didn't you do here 2019? Year 2019, he's here. I'll be going through these questions. Don't worry, alright? I'm almost through. Alright, so it says which of the following features of a perfect competition. So we know, guys, features of a perfect competition would be many buyers and many sellers. So this question is a little weird, so you guys need to pay attention. When we're talking about perfect competition, we're talking about many buyers and many sellers. Alright, so the answer would be D. Good. Number 27, it says which of the following is an example of service type production. So a service type production, guys, we are talking about having communication within the production level. Alright, so we are talking about which would be an example of a service type. Anything with service type production, it has to do with communication. Alright, hope you guys are copying. Maths and English coming up, please do some paper once. Sure, no problem. Tugis. Alright, no problem. Because I have a lot of English paper one. Guys, I have a lot of paper, right? A lot. Trust me. I have over more than 100 paper in total, all different year subjects. Alright, number 28, it says the primary function of advertising is to, remember guys, this one, trust me, this one is not right. Alright, because remember, we normally would say it's to promote brand loyalty. It's nothing to promote any brand loyalty. Remember, we're talking about the primary function. And we know that primary function of advertising, guys, is it would, well, to promote brand loyalty. That would be a function of advertising, but it's not the main or the primary. So therefore, any primary, guys, we are talking about giving away the information. So therefore, we are communicating information. So the best answer for number 28 here would be C. Alright, guys? Hope everyone is following. Good. So number 29, it says which of the following is not a function of retailer? Alright, so we are talking about not. The keyword is not a function of retailer. Alright, so we are seeing that retailer would normally prepare goods for resale. We know that. They normally sell them in small quantities. That's what retailer do. They provide a local supplies for goods, or I would say a supply of goods, or for their goods. But they do not transport goods to suitable storage facility, because what? They are retailers. Alright? Good. Sir, 28 is C. Yes, 28 is C. Good. Yeah. I know. Alright, guys, so moving along to number 30, because I'm just going through the paper really fast. Alright? I'm not slowing down, guys. Alright? So which of the following markets situation is typically found where there are a large number of producers and consumers? So therefore here we are talking about the market situation. So we are talking about the large number of producers and consumer. So producers would be the persons that, you know, are the team that's producing the goods. And we are talking about the consumers. Consumers is who are buying the goods. Alright. So therefore we know that we will need a perfect market. Alright. So best answer here for number 30 would be C. Perfect market. Alright. Good. Guys, can we get at least 30 likes on the stream, guys? We have at least 24% watching the stream. Please feel free to share this stream. Share it, alright? So we can have more persons reach out to, you know, let's go. Number 31, it says which of the following gives identity to a specific producer of goods? Alright, so therefore here, alright, so good. We're talking about the identity of a specific producer goods. So therefore, guys, to give a, we all know. All right, just let me just say something to you simpler, guys. All right, so for us to have an identity, all right, for us to have an identity, guys, we are talking about eventually our names. All right, so our names would give us the whole concepts of, you know, have an identity. So therefore we are seeing that we would have the identity in a sense of having our name, but for products and goods we are talking about brands. So this would give them the identity, such as KFC and, you know, Burger King and all of those. That's what made them stands out based on their brand. Alright, number 32, guys, we're moving forward. It says, in which of the following types of trade can the hire purchase method of buying be used? So we are talking about hire purchase. Hire purchase, guys, is like we are, you know, in a sense, in courts. We all know, guys, in Jamaica, there's a company that they call Courts. They do hire purchase. So it's a sense that they, you know, they could take out furniture, but they will not, you know, pay. Normally they would do like an installment, I would say installment fee, based on, so we're talking about hire purchase, but they doesn't do hire purchase on import. They doesn't use it on foreign. They doesn't use it on wholesale, but they will use it on retail. Alright, so the best answer for number 32 here would be A, retail. Alright, moving along to number 33. it says the price of an article is usually high when there is. So listen, we are talking about the price of an article. So once there is a price of an article that goes up high, we're going to see a small quantity, and we are talking about the amount. So we're going to see a small amount for sale, but there would be many people wanted to buy it though. Alright, so the best answer for number 33 here would be D. So we have small quantity, we're talking about a small amount for sale, and many people wanted to buy it. Alright, so that's what's going on here, guys, when you're talking about the price of an article that usually go high. You know, very good. Number 34, it says here the market equilibrium exists. So we are talking about the market equilibrium will be exist when we have a current price. So once there's a current price, the amount you have the buyers then would wish to buy the equal amount that the sellers want to sell. So this is how we want to interpret the question. For market equilibrium, guys, we are talking about there would be a specific price, but there would be another amount of buyer that wanted to buy the same amount that the sellers want to sell. So if you wanted to sell, I would say 1 dozen mangoes, for example, there's a buyer out there that want the same amount of mangoes to sell after you're buying it. Alright, that's what it means, guys, market equilibrium. Alright, so that best answer here for number 34 will be C. Alright, number 35. It says, which of the following may cause the bank to dishonor a check? So therefore, for a bank to be dishonored a check, once we have irregular signature would be in signature that is not, known or norms recognized. And once we have check that has been post dated, and we know what is a post dated check. Post dated check is a check that is referred for future use, as we were mentioned. Alright, so the best answer here would be 2 and 3, so therefore the answer would be C. Alright, good. Number 36 is, which of the following is a function of the commercial bank and not the central bank? Remember, guys, we were mentioning about the commercial versus the central. Alright, so for central bank, we are mentioning about banks that owned by government. Commercial bank is not owned by government, but what commercial bank do, they grant loans, right, to businesses, while central bank would issue and distribute coins, cash, all of those. Right, so we have seen here we are talking about not. So the function would have been of a commercial bank but not of an central bank. We are seeing that they would provide in personal loan. So we all know commercial bank provide loan, while central bank only issued coins. So they issued. So there's a difference between central and commercial. Alright, guys, does everyone understand? Let me know in the comment section, please. Alright, good. Alright, so number 37, it said, which of the following are characteristics of a stock market? Alright, so here, guys, when you're mentioning about stock market, in regards to every single business that we are dealing with, guys, we have to take risk. So if we don't take risk, we stand no chance. Alright, so therefore, cost and price is not a characteristics of stock market. Once you're doing stock, we have to lose and we have to lose to gain. Therefore, we have to make risk. So we know that we will risk. Eventually, if we do a risk of a pooling, then therefore we know that we could lose. But then therefore, if we won, therefore we know that we will receive benefits. So we are talking about risk and benefits. Alright, does everyone understand, guys? Let me know in the comment section because we're moving forward. So the answer for number 37, it's B. Alright, and see with me, guys. I'm trying my best to explain as much as I can. I'm not just going through the paper, guys, and just giving answer. I'm trying to explain while I go through. So that's the reason why I may take a little bit longer than expected. So sorry for inconvenience. Alright, just doing my best, guys. Good. So here we are seeing that Tom invests his savings by buying, shares in a company. So therefore, we see that Tom would have buy shares in a company. But from this investment, we are seeing that Tom would likely to expect or receive. Therefore, we are talking about dividends. So dividends would be a small amount that's been given by the company due to the share or the proportional in the company. So since Tom has a share in the company, they will give him a dividend. He doesn't have a revenue because he's not working for it. He only had a share. Therefore, he cannot get a profit because he's not investing to get any profit, and he cannot get an interest because he don't have any capitals to receive any interest, but he only had a share in the company. Therefore, what Tom would receive would be a dividend. Does everyone understand? Moving forward. All right, number 39, it says one of the major function of a central bank, and we mentioned this before. This is a repeated question, guys. Very easy. A central bank is to issue note and coin. And simple central bank, guys, we know in Jamaica here would be BOJ, Bank of Jamaica. Those are like central bank, and different bank like I would say Americas, Bankers of Americas, and all of those big central banks owned by the government. Alright, they are not owned by private, they are owned by governments, guys. Alright, good. Number 40, guys, it says investment can be defined as, and for investment would be additional to the capital stock of a country. Alright, so once you're talking about investment, you're talking about there would be some capital stocks, and once you're talking about capital stocks, it would be of a country. Alright, so that is what we are talking about. Why do 2014, 10 years ago? Guys, alright, listen, Dimi, I need you to understand. Even if you mentioned this would be 10 years ago, all of these questions will be repeated. CXC is not going to throw in questions from 2023 paper. They normally throw from 4 years, 5 years back. Alright, I understand all of the strategies of CXC. It's not my first time teaching, guys, so I know what I'm saying. The best advice that I'm giving you guys, I can bet you tomorrow when you go through the exams, all of these questions will be on the paper, and I can guarantee you. But they will throw in like a few, like 4 or 5 new ones, but you guys should just able to manage. Right, so these questions is the same that on the 2019, but most of these questions are going to be new to you. All right, good. Just a moment, guys. Right, good. Alright, so number 41, it says which of the following form of taxation is imposed and produced in a country. So we're talking about taxation, guys. We're talking about tax. So for example, we'd have like excise duty. And excise duty would be it's like a custom charge that's been placed on goods that's been produced in a country. So it would be a tax. Alright, so depends on the amount of goods you have, the guys, they place tax on them. We're talking about excise duty. Alright, good. So I need you guys to pay attention. All of these questions may seem new to you because they are on old paper. This is a 2014. But from 2020, 2021 goes straight up, it's the same, guys. Pay attention, please. Alright, it says a price control may define as, and we're talking about price control, we are talking about government. So the government now would be a limit on the price of goods or services. Alright, so price control would be government limits on the price of goods or services. Alright, so they are controlling the price. Alright, good. We have 27 person watching the stream. Good. Alright, guys, we can at least get at least 30 likes. Alright, before we end this paper 2014. Alright, so we're moving along to number 43. We're almost through, guys. We're almost through. We're getting there. Which of the following is not regarded as a role of taxation? So we're talking about not. So we are seeing that a taxation would not influence investments, decisions of publicity, I would say publicity, own, enterprise. Alright, so what this question is saying, we are seeing that taxation, guys, the role would not to influence the investments, or we'd say decisions of the publicity owned of the enterprise. So they are not trying to boost any any investment decision that's been owned, or that's doing owned on any enterprise. All right, that's not their way of moving to things. All right, they are trying to claim on tax. All right, guys, that's what taxation do. All right, so for number 44, so which of the following action by government is most likely to lead to an improvement in standard of living? So this one is very simple, and we know that abolishing tax on low incomes. So for example, guys, if you are receiving a low income and tax is very high, this is no sense. This would lead to an a big standard of living, but we are talking about improvement. So it says which of the action here government is most likely to lead an improvement in standard of living. So you're talking about abolishing. So once you're abolishing tax and low income, that would be most likely to lead to the improvement. Good. Alright, so number 45 is which of the following forms of taxation can I would say not describe, but can be classified as direct. So when you're talking about direct, we are talking about income tax. And income tax, guys, is very precise, very direct. As you're I would say persons that have been working, your mom or your dad, as they get their paid, normally it's just straight tax, income tax. Alright, we're not talking about excise duty, we're not talking about purchase tax, we're not talking about customs. We're talking about straight income tax. That's from your revenue. Alright, good. Number 46, guys, we're almost through. It's a government offers subsidies to business, and they offer subsidies to business because they wanted to, it's not they want to force them to pay any corporation tax, but they wanted to reduce the cost of ultimately price. Alright, so the best answer here, guys, for number 46, get familiar with this question, it would be C, reduce the cost and ultimately prices. Alright, that's why the government offers subsidies to business. Alright, good. Alright, so number 47, here it says, which of the following forms of taxation requires every employee to pay the same percentage of his salary in tax? So therefore, guys, we are talking about, in here we are seeing that employee now pay the same amount of percentage of his salary in taxes. So we are talking about proportional. So proportional is precise in a sense that every employee would have to pay the same amount of percentages, if they in their salary in taxes. We're not talking about progressive. Progressive is own different, guys. Indirect is own different. Alright, indirect you would basically like you're choosing the amount of tax that would be coming out of your income. But proportional, guys, is just straight. Alright, it's just precise. It's required for every employee. Alright, number 48, guys, we're moving forward because we get time is going. So it says in calculating net national product, depreciation refers to, and once you're talking about net national product, which is NNP, you're talking about the decrease in capital stock value. Alright, so we are seeing that once they calculate the net national product, depreciation, therefore it would decrease in capital and stock value, right? Good. Alright, so number 49, we're almost through. Inflation, this one is a repeated one as well. So inflation can best describe as, we are talking about general and sustained in the rise in the level of prices. Alright, so the best answer for number 49 would be B. Alright, number 50. This one is a main one. Alright, so number 50, it says export licenses are issued mainly to, and they are issued mainly because government want to enable the control of flow and goods, and that's been exported. Alright, this one is a repeated one, guys. I won't explain it. It's very simple. Alright, good. Number 51. Alright, it says the term trade in securities refers to, so you're talking about term. So trade in securities meaning, guys, would be the selling of goods and services on stock marketing. So once they are doing trade in securities, we know that stock market has a lot of securities. Therefore, we know that it would be selling of goods and services, you know, on the stock market. All right, someone says, read the comment section. So what time you all? The live says 11:39. My time is 10:39. Don't know which time is right. All right, guys. The live, my time on my laptop here, it's incorrect. All right. Do not look at this time. It's incorrect. So my time here would be 10:41, not 11. 10:41. All right, at my time now. But I have 10:42. All right, good. So moving along, guys, to 52. He said, which of the following is not a feature of free trade? This one is a little bit slightly new, but I need you guys to get familiar with this question. Which of the following is not a feature of free trade? And we are talking about protectionism. So protectionism, guys, is not a feature of free trade. All right, does everyone understand? Hope everyone is paying attention. All right, good. All right, so it says the total value of goods imported minus the total value export is referred to as. So here we are talking about the total. So the amount that's been imported. So we're talking about imported. So I would be imported. All right, subtract the total of goods that's been exported. So, all right, so we are taking away. All right, so equal. So if we are taking that's been imported versus what's, you know, exported, then we know that we would basically have, like, what we see, an input. So once we have input, it's not an output. Input. So therefore, I can never write it, but all right, we would have a balance of trade. Because once you have the input, guys, we have the balance of trade. So the best answer here for number 53 would be balance of trade. Not the total currency flow, not the balance of payment, not the current account balance. But the best answer would be balance of trade. Number 54. This question is a very repeated one, and you guys will pay attention. So we're talking about a quota. Alright, so a quota can best describe as, and we're talking about a quota, guys. They normally place quota on, like, imported goods. And we know quota would be a restriction or a barrier. It could be a restriction on quantity. So we're talking about quantity, we are talking about the amount. So restriction on the amount that's been imported. Alright. So when you're talking about quantity, guys, you're talking about, like, for example, we would normally export it, like, are being, you know, exported like 200 kilogram of, like, potato. Therefore, what the government would do, they would, you know, restrict, put a quota on it. So the quota would, you know, put the amount that should be exported. So we cannot go over the limit. So that's what a quota means, guys. The restriction on the amount of goods being imported. Does everyone understand? Moving forward, I love to explain, guys. Alright. Number 55. It says the term economic dualism defined as economy in which one sector is. So therefore, we are seeing that economic dualism, guys, is defined as we are talking about the technologically advanced, while the others is technically being retarded. So therefore, what we are talking about, one would be advanced. So during the economic dualism, guys, we're talking about one would be, you know, a bit more sensible, while one would be, you know, I would say, retarded, foolish. So one would be more advanced, while one is not, you know, knowledgeable. So that's what they're talking about, economic dualism. All right, good. So number 56, guys, we're almost through to 2014 paper. So this says, to correct an adverse balance of payment, a government just may increase the export. So we're talking about, guys, we see that governments want to adverse the balance of the payment. So once they want to adverse the balance of the payment, what they would do is just to go ahead and increase the export. All right, good. Number 57, it says the purpose of CARICOM, and we were mentioned about this, guys. The purpose of CARICOM is to foster the intra-regional trade and common service. So best answer for 57 would be B. Alright, number 58, we're almost through, guys. It says the major aim of the European, which we are talking about the EU free movement of. So therefore, we are talking about the EU aim. We all know that the EU aim is about goods. Alright. So you said, so this is exactly what is coming tomorrow. Yes, Emmanuel, I guarantee you 100%. And if, all right, I could make a bet to every one of you guys. if these questions are the one, I would say if these questions is not the questions that you will see on your paper one tomorrow on POB, you guys could unsubscribe. I guarantee you that, alright? Show you that I'm not joking around, to be honest, alright? Good. So we're talking about the EU, guys. We are talking about EU refers to their goods. So therefore, we know that they mention about their goods and capital. They doesn't really care about the people in the sense, but their aim is about goods and capital, right? So the best answer here, guys, I need you to pay attention about these questions as well. Please and thanks, right? The major aim of the EU free movement of would be goods and capital. All right, Pablo, say careful what you wish for. Trust me, Pablo, it's 100% guaranteed. All right, all right. Trust me. Moving along, guys. So we are seeing here, it says in periods of inflation, the ability to raise additional capital for expansion is most likely to be a problem for. So what you are talking about, it would be in the amount of time of inflation, we are seeing that the ability. So you're talking about the, the whole capture level of the capital expansion. So there would be a problem, but the mainly problem would be for it to be the sole traders. Alright, because we're not talking about public companies. It has nothing to do with the amount of time that rises to the additional capital expansion. So the best answer for this one, I would be A. I hope you guys are paying attention. Alright. Number 60, guys. So we are at the end of the 2014 paper. It says, which of the following countries are not a member of OECS? So guys, you need to know the abbreviation of this because this will be on your paper. And OECS refers to Organization of Eastern Caribbean States. And we need to know this. We are talking about not. So they may trick you tomorrow, guys. They may like write on the paper that which one of these countries are. They may say are. Alright, so they may say are instead of not. But for this paper is not. So we know that Barbados and Jamaica is not of the OECS, which is the Organization Eastern Caribbean State. So this is the end of the 2014 paper, guys. We are going through more. So please stay on the live, alright? Because I know you guys want to pass your exams. So do not sleep, please. Alright? I don't know, guys. Do not sleep. Alright, trust me. Your exams is way better than sleep. We guys could you Tuggish asks, how did I know? Alright, tomorrow when you go into the exams and you see all of the questions, then you will ask me how I know. Alright, good. So we're going over a 2015. This is a 2015 paper, alright? So I'm going over a new paper, guys. This is a 2015 paper. Alright? So the rest of them is OECS. Yes, the rest of them is OC. Yes, exactly. The rest of them, this is Antigua and Grenada is. Guyana and Bahamas is. So if they ask you which one is, we know that Antigua and Grenada is. Dominica and St. Lucia is. But Barbados is not. So this is out of it. X. This is wrong. Alright, so if they ask you this question, which is, they may switch it up on you guys and ask which of the following are members. So you know Jamaica is not in it. Barbados is not. Like you're working with CXC. Alright, well you will see. You guys will see, alright? Alright, good. Alright, trust me guys, a lot of persons pass their exams, alright? On their secret. No. No. Alright. Oh my gosh. No, Pablo. Alright, good. So this is a 2015 paper, guys. I need everyone to pay attention now. Are you guys ready? Alright, let's go. Alright, so we're talking about, you see guys, let me just show you something, guys. Let me show you something. Look, this is a 2015 paper. And look at this paper, guys. They mentioned it's about the same. Let me show you something. The first question, look at this. This is a 2014 paper now, guys. Look at this. This is a 2014, right? And the first question here, it's what is a barter, right? Look. And this paper is a 2015 paper. Look. Look, 2015, see? And look, guys, it's the same exact. Look, let me show you something. It's the same exact question. You see? Look. Same. Exchange of goods and service. See? Without use of money. You see what's going on, guys? All of these questions is the same. Nothing changed. All CXC do is just change up a few key terms. And trust me, CXC is not hard, guys. Tomorrow they may just throw in a new question. So what they do is to shuffle the questions and throw in 1 and 2 new questions to throw you off, guys. It will, yes, it will full. Don't worry, alright? So we're gonna move along, guys. This is a 2015 paper. So it says the barter. I won't explain, guys, since I already know the answer and you guys already know. I will just go through them really fast. So we know that a barter is best described as the exchange of goods and service without the use of money. Alright, good. We're moving along. Alright, so number 2, it says which of the following types of environment is most typically of Commonwealth Caribbean. Alright, this one seems a little bit new, but this is not new because I know this one. When you're talking about the types of business environment, is typically within the CARICOM wealth, and we know that during the CARICOM wealth we are talking about mixed economy. So you guys need to pay attention about this one. They are talking about the types of business environment. It would be most typically, and it's most typically for, you know, mixed economy. Alright. Number 3, it says which of the following is not an objective of public sector, and we are talking about not. Alright, so I would say the objective of not of a public sector would be maximizing profits. So public sector, they don't maximize any profits, guys. What they would do, they would regulate their business activities. Therefore, they would also ensure that I would say they are promoting their economic growth and development, and also providing their essential, you know, services to their maximum ability. Are you asking me what time I finish, Tugish? Well, I don't know until I finish all of these papers. Until I tired, alright? I'm just going through most of them. Alright, number 4, we are talking about the term division of labor. This one seems a little bit new, guys, so I need you guys to pay attention, please. Alright, so we are talking about division of labor, can be best described as. Alright, so we're talking about division. This division, guys, you know division means separation. So we're talking about, you know, being split up, it's been divided. Alright, and we are talking about labor, we are talking about to complete the task of a job. So guys, if you look at these key terms, it's easy to define, right? So therefore we are seeing that definition here would be separation of tasks to complete a job. So the best answer here would be C for number 4. Number 5, so which of the following is not a function of money? And listen, we are talking about function. So we know that money store value. We know that money had value, right? Good. We know that money measure value, right? Good. And we know that medium of exchange, because money can be exchanged, right? For goods and service. Good. But we know that money is not in the, I would say, just one says only if they give exact questions tomorrow, I will definitely pass. Alia, don't worry, you will pass. Don't worry, alright? So money is not a function of indivisibility. So indivisibility is, you know, this does not make sense. This does make sense. Money is not a function of that. Alright, but money is all function of all these 3. Store values, measure values, and the, you know, medium of exchange. So we're talking about not. So therefore number 5 would be A. Moving along, guys. Number 6, let me zoom it up a little bit so you guys could see what's going on here. Let me zoom up my screen. Good. Alright. So number 6, it says the policy of a company are formulated by. So we're talking about the policy of a company. We know that they are formulated by, remember guys, we were talking about the director. We're talking about the board of director, guys. So the board of director would be the one that giving the policy of the business, passing it down to the CEO. The CEO pass it down to the manager, and the manager pass it down to the supervisor. I would say that's just the sense of it, right? And from there to the employees, don't it, guys? All right. So we're talking about formulated. So we know that the directors now are the one that, you know, formulate the policy. All right, moving along, guys. Pay attention, please. Number 7, it says selecting the objectives and procedures for achieving goals is refers to as we are talking about planning. So we are talking about selecting objectives and procedures for achieving goal. We are talking about planning. We know that, guys, without planning we cannot achieve any goals, because we have to go ahead and have our objectives in planning to know what our life will be or what our business will be, the outcome. All right, good. So number 8, guys, so we have to follow our benefits of written communication. I need you guys to pay attention about number 8. This one is a little bit tricky, and you guys need to pay attention because they may shuffle up these questions. All right, so we are talking about benefits. We need to look at the key term, benefits of written communication. Good. So what is the benefits of written communication? We know that it's not an instant feedback, so we're going to X off this, guys, because if I was supposed to write a letter to any of you guys, right, it will not be an instant feedback, because I will not get an instant feedback from you same time, because you have to read the letter. I would say even not read the letter, but the letter would have to mail and all of that, and you have to wait until the letter reach, and you have to read the letter and try to write back and to send back. So it's not an instant feedback, but we know that it provides evidence though, because we would have the letter to show it's a proof of evidence, and it's useful for a detailed message because it had a lot of details. So best answer would be 2 and 3. So the answer, this one is a very giveaway one. So it's the answer would be C for number 8, benefits of written communication. Very simple. All right, number 9, it said which of the following organization is least. So the key term is least likely to use management of information. So we are talking about the MIS, guys. So this is the same MIS system they are talking about, the management information system. So we know that it's least likely to, you know, be a shoes shine shop. So therefore a shoe shine shop would be least likely to use the MIS system. Alright, guys, does we understand what's going on here? Number 10, moving along, guys. So see, guys, this was the table that you guys were saying that you were want me to fill out. See, they already filled it out, guys. So we are talking about the board of director, the managing director, we have the general manager, we have most of the production manager, we have the marketing manager, chief accountants, and all of those, you know, all of those, CEO and all of those. But this would be a vertical, you know, horizontal, not horizontal, but organizational chart that's showing the manufacturing of a company. So we're going to see that the relationship between the highest level of management down the various department is known as. So here, guys, as you can see, this is not a staff. It's not a staff chart. I would say it's not a staff chart. It's not a rank. It's not a flow. A flow one would be like this. So if you were seeing a chart look like this, right? So if you see a chart looking like this, guys, having a bungle of, you know, flow going right around like this, then we know this would be, you know, right around. So like for example, we have manager here, so manager would be here, supervisor would be here. For example, we have employee here, then we have I would say CEO here, just for example, guys, just writing a little bit example, and etc. All right, so if these would be flow, but we are talking about line would be recommending to this, guys. So this would be line. All right, the same flow as it's showing here. So this would be a line. All right, so the answer for number 10 is a line. All right, no, good. Number 11, it says the main purpose of installing suggestion box in a company to get workers' views about. So this one is a repeated question. I need you guys to pay very keenly and closely attention to this question. It says the main, you're going through January 2023. Yes, pretty slim as good. All right, So this one we're talking about the installing suggestion. So we're talking about the suggestion box in a company, and it's to get the worker views. But get the worker views about what exactly? It's to get the worker views about improving the workplace. This one is a repeated one, so you guys need to pay attention. We're talking about the installing suggestion box. Alright, number 12. This one is a repeated one as well. I need you guys to pay attention. So JB Auto Company decided to export car engine from Barbados to Trinidad. Guys, listen, they may refer to like from Barbados to Trinidad or from Barbados to USA. Any one of these guys, they may throw in a new question, so you need to pay attention. Alright, so which of the following modes is best for transporting the engine? So we all know, guys, from Barbados to Trinidad, it's Caribbean region. So you can, why would we use here? Here is nonsense. Rail, we cannot use rail, guys. That will take a long while. Land doesn't make sense because most of the Caribbean is surrounded by sea, so therefore we have to go by sea. Alright, good. Moving along, guys. Alright, so number 13, it says here, which of the following individuals benefits from having limited liability status? So we're talking about the individual benefits from having limited. So once they have a limited liability status, then therefore we know that shareholders would benefit from having the limited liability. So the shareholder would be the one here that's benefiting from having limited liability. Does everyone understand what's going on here? So the answer for number 13 would be shareholders, not franchisees. And it's not ordinary partners, and it's not them the shareholders. Alright, good. Does everyone understand what's going on here, guys? Moving along. Alright, good. So number 14. No? It said, which of the following are functions of the entrepreneur? Alright, so what is the function of an entrepreneur though? Alright, so first thing first, guys, we know that ensuring that the workers are unionized. No. Remember, entrepreneur are their own business. So they doesn't ensure about any workers is unionized. So this is wrong. So first thing first, guys, we just eliminate. So anyone doesn't make sense, we eliminate. Exit off. So but we know that coordinating the factors of production will be one. And we know that undertaking risk by anticipating demand would be one. So the answer would be 2 and 3. So therefore the answer for number 14 would be C. So mostly like them here are going to come back. Yes, Ariana, I already told you guys. Don't worry. Stop crying, alright? I got you. We going through a lot of paper, guys. Right? And I trust me, it's not just me alone, guys. It's a lot, but I try my best to go through as much papers as I can. Alright, so don't worry, guys, I got you. Alright, good. Number 15, we're talking about the condensation of the business plan, and we know that the condensation of the business plan is contained. Remember, guys, we are mentioning about this one is a repeated one. Please do not mix it up. Condensation of a business plan, we know that it's found in the executive summary. Alright, good. D. These questions are easy, guys. As I keep going through most of these past paper, guys, you're gonna tell me that you know everything, because you keep seeing these questions over and over and over. Cash can be used to secure a loan at the bank and is referred to as. So we are talking about collateral, guys. Anything that you have that you can use to secure a loan in a bank is referred to as a capital. Alright, so once you have a what I just mentioned just now, collateral, not just capital but collateral. Alright, but still, guys, if you do have any assets, it's referred to as collateral. Alright, so if you have house, car, whatever, you can use that to obtain a loan. So it refers as a collateral. Alright, so that's what that's what the bank use as security. Alright, so we're talking about security. They hold on your collateral. They had possession on your collateral. So if you do not pay back their loan, they can seize their collateral and sell it to get their loan. their loan back. This one is a repeated one. It says the monthly payment collected by an insurance company. Remember guys, once we are talking about insurance, we are talking about premium. Please be advanced about this question. Do not get tricked. So we are talking about premium. This was on the January 2023 paper, guys. I think this was supposed to be number 16 on January 2023. Sorry, paper. Alright, good. So this one is a repeated one. So the answer is premium. Don't spend much time. Number 18. It said, which of the following types of check allow individual to receive cash on demand? This one is the same one, guys. It's a repeated one as well. So it's an open. Alright. So it's an open check. Alright, good. Number 19. It says, Kiki sustained burn while at work at a local fast food restaurant. Under which of the following insurance policy is she likely to be compensated? We are talking about any paper 2 for OA. Chadwick, I will try my best, alright? If I can. Well, I have paper of the OA paper 2, but I'm just going through all of these POB first. Then I see how best I can assist you. Alright. So we are talking about compensation. So we know that for fidelity guaranteeing is a different. Property guaranteeing, guys, is refers to their property. So if they lose any, of their property, therefore, or if their house got burned down and all of that, then therefore they could, get compensated for that. But we're talking about employee liability. So it's what they are depending on. Therefore, if they got injured on their work, they will be compensating for that on their job. So the answer would be D for number 19. Does everyone follow in? I need everyone to follow. Everyone following? Let me know in the comment section, guys. Everyone following? Let me know. Yes or no? Moving forward. We're almost through, guys. We're going through more papers. Alright? Number 20. It says, which of the following factors prevent an agreement from being considered a valid? This one is a repeated one, guys. I'm so tired to go through this one. It's misrepresentation. Alright? Good. Number 21, it says the term, this one is a repeated one as well. The term human resource refers to, and we know that it refers, my battery is dying, guys. My battery is dying. Just a moment. So we know that the term human resource refers to the persons available for productive and professional services. Alright, so the best answer for number 21 here would be, D. This one is a repeated one. Are you guys seeing? All of the papers are repeated. So there's nothing to be worried about. And every CXC paper repeat. Every CXC paper one. Everyone. English, everyone, guys. Remember, even the poems in English, they repeat. So you don't have to read much to pass. You just need to do SWOT. When we're talking about SWOT, guys, you need to read, analyze. And after you read and analyze, guys, you need to memorize. And once you memorize, you should be good. CXC is not hard, guys. Trust me, alright? Alright, so number 22 here, we're talking about the movement of educated, skilled people settled. Not settled, but settled in other industrialized country. Alright, guys. Anyone on the comment section here remembered about this question? You were mentioning about it could refers to brain drain. Once we are talking about we are having our skilled persons moving away from our country going to other country, to settle. So we would have a brain drain. So therefore we'd have decrease in our I would say production level. Alright. So the answer here would be B, brain drain. So when you're doing English and maths, you'd have to let me know, Pablo, when is English paper 1. You have to let me know. Trust me, I have a lot going on, guys. You have to let me know so I know when to post. Alright. Number 23, we're talking about the amount of labor available for productive activities known as. So we're talking about labor, labor available. We're talking about labor force. Alright. So number 23 would be B, labor force. Moving along, guys. This one is a little bit not new, but it's always been here, but I need you guys to pay attention about this. So productivity can be measured. So this is how productivity measured. So what they're gonna do is to divide the output by the input. Alright, so anything about productivity, guys, does you remember how to do the measure about the productivity? So we know that is output divided by input. Very simple. Moving along. So the answer would be D. Number 25, it said, which of the following is a product of manufacturing industry? And I think you guys should hear my, my voice ringing in your ears in your exams, because I always repeating this. CXC is not hard. Trust me, it's very easy. Easier than you think. Alright? Trust me. Easier than mock exams. You may wonder how did I say that, but trust me, it's easy. All it takes, guys, is practice, real concentration, and focus. Concentrate, focus, and be calm. Read the questions and revise, and you're good. All set. Alright, it's not hard, guys. So we shall follow is a product. So once you're talking about product, manufacturing industry refers to car. This one is a repeated one, guys. Very easy. No time spending on the paper. Alright, you guys should go in tomorrow on the exams and within 1 minute. Trust me, I don't want you guys to go so quick, but I'm saying within like 5 minutes, guys, that paper should finish. Easy. Knows all of the answer, but still, I need you guys to be patient and read the questions carefully, even if you do know it, alright? Because you will get so anxious and you may skip out a lot of the questions since meaning that you know them. So you need to read over after you finish. Alright, good. Number 26, it says product price, promotions, and place are component of. This one is I would say a repeated one, but let me explain to you guys. You see this one in the 2023 January 20. Sorry, so it's in the 2023 January paper one. Here they would say we need to outline these in the order. So you know that we have product first. After we have the product first, we have the price. After we have price, we have production. Not production, promotion. If everyone on the live here remember that I go through this already, you guys should know. So we have the product first. Once we have the product, we have to look the price. Once we look the price, we'd have to look for promotion. Once we look for promotion, then we'd have to place them. But they are mentioning about marketing mix. So they may ask you the question that you may choose between marketing mix, and they may tell you that you need to outline these in the correct order. So once you're talking about in the correct order, we know that this first, this second, this third, and this fourth. So the places the last place would be. Alright? The 6th of June is okay, the 6th of June is paper one. We have time then. But we have time. Alright, number 27, it says in Caribbean many people are hired for sugarcane farming and very little equipment is used. The industry can best describe as, so we know that it would be a labor intensive. So labor intensive meaning there's a lot of labor, but there's less equipment that's been used. Alright, good. So guys, I'll be going through a lot of papers, not just POB, but a lot of paper 1. So I'll be including paper 1 maths, whatever, I'm going through POB now, but POA, English, integrated science, if that's the case, and all of history and all of those subjects. Alright, so there's more. Alright, number 28. So we have the following terms describe a market consisting of a large number of producers and consumers. Remember, guys, we were talking about this. Once we have a large amount of producers and consumers at the same time, alright, so remember, one was minus. Let me explain something to you guys. I need everyone to pay attention. We have 19 persons watching, and I need 19 ears to listen. This question is similar to another question. So they may tell you that you need to describe the market consisting of I would say, a small group that minus. So the other question would be minus. So